What's cracking, guys? What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video, daily uploads. This is no fucking joke. We got a video today. You know, I post a lot of different content, a variety of content. Some educational, some informative, some whiteboard, some training, some nutrition, powerlifting, weightlifting. I haven't really talked too much about bodybuilding. I'm happy with the guests I'm about to introduce today. You see, I got Couch, I got a lot of strong powerlifters for strength-related content. I got Brian Marshall when it comes to weightlifting. When it comes to bodybuilding, however, on this channel, you know, I provide what has worked for me over the period of my training career, what has helped me gain some size, but it's good to get another perspective, especially from someone as smart as whom I'm about to introduce. Alberto Nunez has been around when it comes to bodybuilding, and he's one jack mofo. He's not only got the size, he's got the smarts. We've been talking a whole bunch recently. You could say things again pretty serious. You know, we're both long hair, don't care. But basically, he got an SI injury, I got an SI injury, and then when I took up weightlifting, fun fact, I didn't know this, one of his relatives did weightlifting. Bottom line is, we chat on the Facebook. He told me a good tip, actually a great tip, when it comes to medial delt training, the side delt. You know, everyone wants to build huge, big deltoids, 3D deltoids, and I was just talking with him. He gave me a piece of advice. I tried it out this past week, and my medial delt has never been more sore. I'm not even joking. My medial delts have never been more sore from this one exercise. So I want to start a new series like this. If you want to see more videos with Alberto, he has a whole bunch of different tips and tricks he's learned along the way from being a bodybuilder. This is medial delt training, one new movement to try out to try and increase the size of your side delt. Try it out. Let me know in the comment section below how it goes. And once again, if you want to see more content with Alberto, because I like to make this a regular thing, he's a very cool guy, make sure to like the video and leave a comment below letting us know what area you want to see next.
Hey, this is Alberto Nunez from 3D Muscle Journey. I like the Mexican one better. But for reals, Alberto from 3D Muscle Journey. Today we're going to go over how to get them infamous 3D delts. Delts that are so 3D they cause rumors. We're going to focus mostly on the lateral head. For a physique athlete, symmetry is just, I'd say it's probably the most important deciding factor on how well you do. And when it comes to from the waist down, you know, it's definitely a quad sweep thing, tapering into a smaller waist. But up here, this really can make or break a physique. And even if you're not a physique athlete, well, it just really completes a physique. You know, when you have delts that really bubble out, you look like you lift. So the issue with the medial delt is that it can be kind of difficult to target, especially given the way most people go about it. So because it's on your side, I think a big error that you commonly will see is folks tend to, you know, they do it from this angle, right? But to be quite honest, you are going to be in a better line of pull if you just lean forward just a bit, okay? So remember, gravity points down and you can kind of just feel it. Compare this to basically leaning forward just a tiny bit and you will feel that somewhere in there's a sweet spot where things really just crunch up. Not your rotator, the muscle, you just really feel it activate. A lot of older machines actually took care of this for you. They put you in that position, but a lot of the more recent models honestly don't. But there's a way we can figure this out. So before we get into the actual movement, one issue, well not an issue, but the truth is this muscle attaches right here into the humerus. So by holding a dumbbell here and also just keeping a straight elbow the way you will commonly see it, it just makes the lever a bit too long. So think about it very similar to, you know, flies for a for chest. It kind of limits you if you're like way out here. By kind of bringing it in a bit, you get you put yourself in a better position to overload the muscle. So yeah, you want a little bend. And let's get into tools. So initially I was using plates. The issue with plates is that the increments can be a bit odd. You know, you go from 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45. If you're lucky enough to have kettlebells, these work really well, and increments tend to be a little bit easier to work with. So, key points for this movement is going to be, again, lean forward just a little bit. I like to do one arm at a time simply because I tend to, the thing about having clavicles and being a primate is that, yeah, you have all this freedom to do these kind of things. but it's a very tricky joint to control at times, especially when we're trying to do something as specific as target this muscle, right? So you're going to lean forward a little bit. Helps if you support yourself with whatever you might have there. Since it's empty right now, we're going to use it. So yeah, you can lean forward a little bit. You're going to close in that angle just a bit, and you're going to bring it up to the point where you are parallel to the floor. So again, we're aiming not for the side, not for the front, but mid-scapular plane, which is kind of in the middle. So not here, but here, okay? A nice way to make sure you're using the right muscles, and similar to a lot of rolling and pulling movements, is to just kind of hold it at the top for a second or two. And that'll confirm that yes, we indeed use the muscles we're targeting. So what does it look like? A little something like this. Now, when you're bringing it back down, I like to keep it to about navel level. And the reason is because this first part is basically your rotator that's going to get the movement going, and that's fine, that's okay, but that's not what we're after right now. We're after the medial delt. So keep it between here and parallel to the floor. A nice hold is going to confirm that you're using the right muscles. And again, this is probably, it's a movement that I keep around year-round. Usually most of my other movements kind of come back and forth, but it's a very effective, simple movement, and again, it just plays such a huge role in completing a physique. In her case here, she tends to be a little bit trappy, and again, just by kind of being in this position, especially in her case, it just doesn't let her use her traps as much, and she's just more aware of what her medial delt does. So big difference. All right, let's actually no, we'll do it this way. Perfect. So it almost looks like a cheater, like it looks like a front raise, but she's actually in that mid-scap plane. So it will feel a little odd. It's gonna take a few weeks to kind of acclimate to this, but you eventually get the hang of it. So yeah, with in Brian's case, when he was doing lateral raises the good old-fashioned way, issues with the shoulder impingement, and this kind of gets things out of the way and just puts them overall in a better position for success. So, all right, Brian. Oh, and one thing he's kind of cueing in, no, you keep doing your thing. He's cueing in his serratus anterior, so that's brilliant because that kind of helps him keep the scapula moving in a healthy way. So yeah, that's also, if you're having issues finding the right spot for you, this definitely helps. And
I just want to give big thanks to Alberto for being on. If you want to see more content, once again, just like the video, make sure to follow Alberto. His links are in the description for his Instagram as well as 3DMJ. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace!